few books that I wanted to share with you. Some books that I'm reading right now and some books that I really want to read as soon as I finish reading the ones that I'm reading right now. So first, I'm going to start with the books that I am currently reading at the moment. I borrowed a book from a friend a little while back, and just a few months ago I finished it, and that was The Monstrumologist. Now, I don't own it, but I read it and I absolutely loved it. So when I told her that I really liked The Monstrumologist, she was like, well, let me give you the second book and you can read that one. This is The Curse of the Windigo, which is book 2 from The Monstrumologist, and it's by Rick Yancey. It has the same brilliant dialogue and characters, but for some reason this story, this specific story that the characters are pulling themselves through, is just not that interesting to me. I've been working on this book for quite a while now, just slowly working my way through, very slowly, as you can see. I did really like the first one, and I feel like if I just gave myself a chance and just put my mind to it and finished it, I would probably really love it. This one is just kind of not as engaging to me for some reason, but anyway, there's this one. I'm also still on the quest to finish the Lunar Chronicles series, and I am currently reading book 3, Cress. The first book was amazing, the second book was just as amazing, and then it ties in with the first book, so it's like, I'm really impressed with this series so far. It's pretty darn cool. And for some reason, even though these books are like pretty fat looking, they're really easy to read. I fly through them faster than I normally do. So yeah, I'm really super enjoying these books. I still have 4 more to go, this one included. Pretty cool. I would definitely recommend this so far. Next, I have a trilogy here. I just bought these, but the first book has been out for quite a while, and I read it when I was probably like 14 or 15. I can't quite remember now, but The Lost Island of Tamarind by Nadia Aguirre. It was like colorful beyond imagination. I absolutely adored it when I was younger. And because I loved this book so much, I wanted to read the second book because at the time, the second book had not yet come out. And when it did come out, I was, you know, growing up and trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life, so I never read the second book. So I bought the second book, finally. I'm gonna read this as soon as I can because, like I said, I adored The Lost Island of Tamarind. The Secrets of Tamarind, I am really hoping is just as good as the first one. If not just as good, at least just as colorful, because it was absolutely beautiful. The second one is here, and I will read that one when I can. The third book also just released. When did this come out? Copyright 2017. I think this third book just finally came out, and that is The Great Wave of Tamarind. So this is, I'm hoping, the third and final book of the trilogy. I'm a little bummed that the cover isn't as nice as these ones were, because these ones are like really pretty and like they suit the story with like the rainforest and the colors and the vibrancy of the whole thing, and this one's just kind of like bleh. But I don't know, we'll see. I'll keep looking to see if I can find a better cover for it, because I think she did have see, there's the other editions here. It's like another edition of like a different type of cover. I don't know why they do that, but they did. So I'm hoping to find the ones that'll match these better, and then I'll just sell this one or something. I will definitely be reading these hopefully before the end of this year, because these are like on like the top of my reading list. Because yeah, since I read this such a long time ago, I'm probably going to reread it just to refresh my memory. I actually bought this book, this Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco? It looked really like intriguing, like hero female kick butt kind of story. I'm not really sure. I've not read it yet, but I bought this actually in New Jersey while I was visiting my grandparents. And of course I had to go buy a book because I needed a new book to read on the plane because I finished my other ones. I brought books to read on the plane and I finished them when we got there. So yes, I needed to buy new books so I could read them on the way back home. But I had bought more than one book, and this one just ended up not being the one I read on the plane. But I definitely want to read this. It looks really interesting. It's like a Victorian era, and she has this fascination with death, and she basically becomes like kind of like a forensic scientist kind of thing. Of course, it's during the era of Jack the Ripper, so I thought, sounds like something exciting. Plus the cover was pretty. Can't pass up a cover like that. So anyway, I will be trying to read this one as well. I found this book at the bookstore on sale for exactly what the price says, $3.99. It's called Dark Duets, All New Tales of Horror and Dark Fantasy, but it's full of like a compilation of artists that have worked together to create these little stories. And I thought, you know, this couldn't be half bad because I kind of fancy, you know, little short horror stories. Some of these authors I actually recognize, and I really wanted to see what they did because it looked kind of fascinating to me. So I will definitely be reading this one just whenever I can. Squeeze in a story or two. It'll be fun. And I'll probably be letting you guys know how this one goes. In fact, if some of them are short enough, I might do a series. I'm thinking about this. I might do a series where I read bits and pieces of one story and make it like a video playlist collection for you guys on YouTube, where I'll be reading, you know, part 1, part 2 of like small horror thrillers and stuff like that. I don't know, might be kind of fun. I'm still thinking about it. We'll see how that goes, because it's just kind of a churning idea. Last but not least, I went to my library's book sale and I found Courtesies and Conspiracies. It says Book the Second by Gail Carriger. It's one thing to faint gracefully, it's quite another to faint gracefully with a vial of poison hidden in your skirts. Welcome back to finishing school. I don't know, I thought the cover was neat. It kind of has a Victorian feel, which I love. And it kind of has this like secret spy, like, I don't know, like it's like, I've not read any of these. When I pulled this off the shelf, I noticed that it said Book the Second, and I thought there's gotta be more. So I did. I found Waistcoats and Weaponry, which is Book the Third, which was at the library there as well. It does say from other reviewers that it's lighthearted and witty, and this one said that it's hilarious. Since this is Book the Second and Book the Third, I thought there's gotta be a first. Duh. So I went online and I found the first one, Etiquette and Espionage, and this is book 1. And then upon my research, I found that there was actually a 4th book. So I bought the 4th book, Manners and Mutiny. So these look really cool. I figured, why not give these a try? I will at least read the first book just to see how it goes. So that is all the books I had planned to show you guys that I am definitely wanting to read through the rest of this year. Before I go, I just wanted to remind you guys to like this video if you enjoyed it, and if you haven't already, please subscribe because it makes me feel so happy to know that you guys appreciate the work that I am putting up on this channel, because let's be honest, it ain't easy. Alrighty, so thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.